Hello everyone, I am Dr. Neha, consultant microbiologist at OnQuest. Today is World Tuberculosis Day. As the world is still grappling with the COVID pandemic, we must not forget the beastly disease that is tuberculosis, which takes around 1 lakh lives every year. According to the WHO report 2020, they have showed an estimated burden of 2.6 million cases in India, out of which 2.4 million cases were notified. But because of the lockdown in March 2020, there was a decrease in the notification of the cases, the diagnosis, and the treatment. So that was quite a setback. But we should not lose hope. As the symptoms of the COVID-19 and tuberculosis are similar, I guess this is a blessing in disguise. So we can simultaneously screen both of the diseases together. So coming on to the types of TB, one is pulmonary TB, which is the most common TB, and it accounts for 70 to 80% of the cases. The next is extrapulmonary TB, which accounts for 15 to 20% of the cases, which includes genital tuberculosis, urinary tuberculosis, and lymph node tuberculosis. Actually, TB infects your every part. So then coming on to symptoms of tuberculosis, which are quite similar to COVID-19. So if you have a cough which is more than 2 weeks duration, if you have blood in sputum, if you have chest pain, difficulty in breathing, and night sweats, prolonged fever, body ache, so all these symptoms, they are seen in tuberculosis. If you are experiencing such symptoms, you should contact your clinician and get yourself tested for tuberculosis. For further diagnosis, treatment and prevention, I would like to invite Dr. Vinay. She will continue further. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Neha, for the wonderful briefing. Moving further, when it comes to diagnosis, World Health Organization has banned all blood tests for diagnosis of active tuberculosis. The only sample which should be tested is sputum for pulmonary tuberculosis, tissue or body fluid for extrapulmonary tuberculosis. So these samples can be tested for AFB smear, AFB culture, TB expert, which is a CB-NAT technology, along with TB PCR. TB diagnosis is given by TB NAT along with the rifampicin resistance, which is a major important factor associated with CB-NAT. So cumulative information about these tests will help us in diagnosing the TB cases. However, chest X-ray and CT scan are also being used along with these laboratory tests. Now coming further to treatment part, treatment of tuberculosis involves taking a minimum of 4 medication for a minimum of 6 months, and if the treatment is not adhered to, it can lead to development of drug resistance, which is commonly known as multiple drug resistance or MDR-TB. And if there is a multiple drug resistance, in that scenario, the treatment is prolonged to up to 2 years with multiple medications and injectables. This is very complicated treatment associated with more side effects. So the bottom line is, it is always advisable to take the medication in the first place so as to prevent development of drug resistance. Dear friends, TB is preventable and can be treated at a zero cost. Treatment and diagnosis is available free of cost at all government hospitals and centers. It is not only important to increase the capacity to treat and diagnose, but prevention of transmission is equally important. If you are affected, then how will you prevent the transmission of infection? So first of all, cover your mouth and nose while coughing and sneezing. Maintain hygienic environment. Avoid going to crowded places. And most importantly, get your family members tested. Let's all unite to end tuberculosis, leaving no one behind. Remember, TB is preventable, treatable and curable. Stay healthy and stay safe. Thank you.